What a pain in the butt working in freezing, dripping basement. Where do I start here? Lots of stones. They're all stacked up tight. Old hot water boiler. AR co-liter boiler. Junk. History. All the oil this thing's consumed over the years. Hot air furnace. Cold furnace. Rusted shut. Junk. What am I doing down here? Oil tank. We don't need no stinking oil tank. I just put some lights down here so we can see what we're doing. We've got water tanks, and we've got boilers, and we've got mix-matched plumbing as long as the water goes downhill, and away it goes. We've got dripping water, we've got a mud slick here, and we've got jack posts that are holding up the building. Uh-oh. I just leaned on this one a few minutes ago. Yep. Getting shorter and shorter. And the steel plate that it was sitting on. Musharoonie. Junk. So I went over to my supply of jack posts. Here's some pieces that I welded together 10 or so years ago. All the scraps. All welded together very carefully. And it's too long. Yep. Too tall. I've got to put a couple of steel plates, one on the bottom, one on the top, and then a threaded pin, which is, there's that style. And the ones that I'm using are right here. And you need a couple inches. So I've got to go outside up this creaky old rotten staircase. Yep. And get my grinder to work. And grind these two jack posts shorter. I've already installed one here. And I'm going to get some steel plates on Monday from the steel place. I've got them measured 8.5 by 8.5 with a 5/8 hole, which I told them to drill 13/64. What is it? 11/16. A little bit bigger. 2 pilot holes to hold the plate up. Put a couple screws in there. Secure the plate so it doesn't fall on my toes. So I've got that ready for the new jack post. I've got this one ready for the new jack post. So I'm going to put the jack post under. This 2x4 ain't doing much. Look where they put the joints. One on top of the other. So you've basically got one 2x8 holding up the entire building. These are doing nothing over here, and the jack post was over there. 2 feet away. And the other jack post is over there, 4 feet away. So I'm going to put the jack post right there, right where the pressure is. Look at that. Overlap by at least 4 feet. Nope. Luckily they don't build them like they used to. So I've got this jack post here. Wonder how solid this one is. Little stuff in the water. Here she goes. Junk. Oh boy. What I've done to rectify the problem for the future is I've got some cement capstones, solid capstones. They didn't have any 8-inch, so I took the 4-inch. I'm going to lay those down, put some 8-inch steel plates on top. I may put a piece of wood in between to distribute the load better, a piece of treated lumber. And then we'll jack the building back up where it belongs. And we'll put one over there. And we'll put one, did the same thing again. Cobwebs. Yep, they overlap those 5 inches. Very smart. So you've got two 2x4s holding up the building. Because they've got 2x4s on the outside, on both sides. Cobwebs. There goes another one. Yep. That was holding up a lot. Mush. Down she goes. Steel plates are too thin. I've got 1/2-inch steel plates coming. These are barely a 1/4 inch. Look at that. Nothing holding up the building here. 2x4s on the outer side and the inner ones are overlapped. Nothing holding the building up. And it ends right here. I don't understand why that doesn't run all the way through. Oh, it does. Over to the side. Oh my God, look at the cobwebs. Gotta get my broom. I'll get Miss Hip Chick's nice broom. Barbie. Thank goodness for the rake. I'll have to use Miss Hip Chick's nice clean broom. It's a Libman. I bought it at Sam's Club, made in USA. I told her we went to Sam's Club. I told her she could have anything she wants, as long as it was a tool and we could use it. So she chose a Libman broom. That's what we bought for Black Friday. Oh yeah, a lot of pressure there. So this one goes to there, and that one's over there. Interesting. Very. Oh, got another one over here. Wait, oh, it's the same one. I'm getting dizzy. One there, and one here. Sitting on top of the foundation. The old stone foundation. Lots of stones. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So that's my task. I'm going to cut that pipe down and reuse it. Take these threads over to the shop and clean them up with a wire brush. Put some grease on them so they rotate nice and smooth. And I'm going to put that plate somewhere, maybe back in the same spot, but I'm going to use a big thick plate. And a cement block on the bottom, get it up out of the water, and a piece of wood with another steel plate on top of that. So off to the big home store I go. That's a 3/8 plate, 10 millimeter. I'm going to go for 1/2 inch, nice and thick, because I've seen them bend. Yep. And the drip continues. Time to turn the water off, cut that pipe, resolder that joint. We hate copper. Lead poisoning and pipes bursting. PEX is so much better. You can service it, it can expand if it freezes, or you can move away to a southern climate. PEX, much better. And maybe the scrap guy will come and get these spare hot water tanks. We've got 4 of them just sitting here rotting away. No fake Rolex watches down here. My friend Gas Sub Wild put up a video showing fake Rolex watches. A friend of my brother's was selling those back in the early 80s. $30. Mine didn't last long, but a few years later somebody gave me theirs, and theirs worked quite a while. Yep, bent. Thicker plate required. How long do your hot water tanks last? This one was installed, just saw the date. March 14th, 1992. 92, 2002, 2012, 24 years. They usually last 15 in my experience. From Monkey Wars. 15 years is when I change them. This one is 24 years old. Wow. Oh, lots of copper pipe down here. Alrighty, up these creaky, rotten stairs I go. I think I need a few new treads.